Hello and welcome to We'll Figure It Out. Today I'm finally going to complete the Ichigo's bankai sword from Bleach that I know has been waiting to be done for a while. It's the most viewed video on our channel. Hopefully we get some other views from this as well. And yeah, we're going to complete it. Woo. To start off with, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need some standard cardstock like you might find at Walmart. Your sword. Make sure it's on a nice flat surface here. Some white Elmer's glue. And a pencil. Alright, what we're going to do with the cardstock is we're going to take it and fold it in half here. It's going to be to make the skin of the sword. Make sure it's folded perfectly in half. And make a nice crease there. Once you have it folded in half, you're going to open it up. And on the one half of the crease, you're going to put a nice layer of glue along here. And don't be afraid to smear with your fingers to get it even across the entire paper. This is also how I make model rockets, which I can show in another video. And then we're going to fold that over. Let me make sure I'm actually getting this in the video, sorry. Yeah, fold it over. Take the side of your glue bottle and just compress down to get all the excess glue out and make this a nice airtight fit. We don't really want to get too many bubbles and stuff in there. First project for the new workbench. But you know what, we're going to want this to be a little bit thicker, and it's such a thin sword, I think we can get away with this. We're going to fold it in half again. The cardstock is a little tricky to do this with, but I think we can make it work. Yeah, fold it. And put another layer of glue, just like this. And once again, we'll just smear it in with our fingers. Get it nice and even throughout the layer. And we'll fold it over again. And compress it out. There we go. Now, while it's still nice and wet, so we can actually have it bend a little bit, we're going to bring our sword over it. And since this sword should be, it's not exactly, but and we're going to bring our sword line up with the end right over here. Make sure it's good. We're going to trace it out on the paper, the outline, just for as long as paper is. Don't be afraid to go a little wide on it so that you have room for it to cross over, and we will work on the ends later, but first we want to get the base on here. Alright, as you can see here, I have a nice outline of my thing, so now I need some scissors. I also forgot to mention we're going to need as many of these types of clips as possible to clamp it down onto there while it's drying. I have a couple different sizes here, hopefully they will all work. And maybe leave a little bit of mark, but we're going to cover that up later. So now we'll take our scissors. Mine are a little broken, but they should still do the job. And we're going to cut out the pattern we just made. But there we go, our first piece. Now for the next bit, while it's still nice and, well, pliable, we're going to bend it over onto our sword. And just press it down onto here, like so. As long as, for the most part, it contorts with the shape, you are good. It's just hard because I have large popsicle sticks and a tiny frame beyond that. Okay. Now, here comes the tricky part. Going to be getting it to stay down. Some of the bigger spots, those clamps will work. Try to get them as much on the edge as possible. The inner spots, I don't know really. That's why we're doing it wet, so at least we can get it down. For the most part, it should stay. Alright, let's try gluing this on here. I'm going to run some glue. I don't know how well you can see this here. Along the sides. And along the top. And then, going to place our first piece on. And I'm just going to hold it down for a little bit. Try to keep that shape that we want to on the sides. I think I'm going to use my big one on the back here to hold it down onto there. Because that's the spot where it looks like it doesn't want to hold the most. And for the rest of these, let's see if this works. I'm going to use... Good, still recording. These tiny clamps just to kind of nudge it into staying in the general place we want it to. It looks like for the most part it's wanting to stay down. A few spots where it's a little bit more hesitant. That clamp's like a work, will slightly bigger will work. Yeah, it's not working the way I want it to. Alright, there's just going to be a little bit of playing here to try to hold it down, because it looks like it's too narrow here for the clamps to hold on it. Alright, taking the clips off, we can see that it's still got some glue that's wet in some places right here, but it's down enough where I think we can continue on. So, let's start making another piece. We may not use these after all, but we'll hang on to them just in case. Alright, so we've got the entire outer shell on here, but to finish up this here and get rid of this black, we're going to take some normal printer paper and not cardstock, and we're going to fold it up a couple times to get some cutting lines in here. Alright, so you got one here. If I'm correct, you're getting about 8 pieces that are going to be about an inch, maybe a little more. You account for the fold lines. Alright. So, once we have that, we're just going to cut along each of these lines here and make some strips. Be fine. Actually, I think I'm going to start in the back first. This will be easier. I have to do this. Just going to dab the whole strip in glue and just lay it on that way. Similar to how we cut the entire strips in glue when we were folding them to make them stronger for the edge.